Well, I'm going to try and do this again. I mixed the color, so I'm trying to repair seat rips. The hardest part was mixing the color. So I finally got the color mixed there with that spatula, and you can see it's a little bit better. Yesterday I was way off on the color, but you can see that rip there. So basically I'm going to try and use repair this thing. I just did a little bit of repair on my vinyl. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need the colors, which are really hard to match. This is the filler, which really works really pretty good. Adhesive filler. It fills in the crack in the vinyl and then becomes elastic. You need your iron. You need a heat transfer tool, which is this. You're going to hold this on the iron to heat cure the repair. And then you need the transfer pattern, which I have the fine one. I don't know what I did with it, but what did I do with that? Here it is. So this is the fine grain that's on my boat seats. So you'll come over here, I'll show you one of the repairs I did, and then I'll show you how I do it. Now I filled it in already with the stuff, and there it is. It's not the best repair you can see. That's because I had a hard time matching the color. And I finally got a much better match on the color. So I'll show you how I do these ones, and then I'll go back and show you how I fill the actual crack before. So now what we have to do is we have to get the heat. Here's my mixture. So now what you do is you come over here, and as I showed you before, you're gonna plug your iron in, and then for 3 to 5 minutes you're gonna hold this on the highest setting on the iron like that to get the heat built up in there, so that when you go put it on the repair, it dries the filler, and then it'll theoretically be dried on there. So I'll show you that when I get to that part. So for now, 3 to 5 minutes, highest setting, and then I'll show you how. This has been heated up. You put the grain paper over the repair area, and then you hit this on here like this. And then what you do is you just kind of move it around your repair area for a minute. You don't want to let it sit in one spot so that you damage the vinyl. But you want to make sure that you get this really dry. And you want to do it for about a minute. And we're almost at a minute. I'm going to go about a minute and a half. Okay, so that's about a minute and a half there. And then you take your paper off, and there you go. It's not a great match, but I think it did pretty good. I gotta get the end a little bit more, but that's basically how you do it. And at least, I mean, it didn't match perfectly, but at least there's no big rip there. So that's basically how you do it. I'll do another video on how to fill all the cracks at a later. I'll put that on this video, and it'll be how to fill them with the. One of the things I forgot was you got to let the paper cool after you heat it. So I just heated this one, and And so now I'm just about done. Now you take that off and then you let that sit. It's really important, or that the repair won't take. It'll like still be it'll be so hot you'll pull all the new stuff you just put on there. So make sure you let it cool for about 30 seconds before you peel the paper off. And you'll see this one, when I peel it off, it'll be better. It's not great. I had a really hard time matching the color. So now it's been about a half a minute. Pull it off, and it's perfect. That one came out actually pretty good. You can barely see it, but that's pretty good. So just don't forget to let it cool. At first I didn't think this was very good, but it actually is doing a pretty good job now that I mixed the color. So I'm going to show you how you fill in some of these rips now, and yeah, worked pretty good.